Hi guys, brief video on my next project for my channel. That will be the 10 pence processor. I was out and about in Doncaster a couple of weeks ago and I popped into the local computer exchange where they had an Intel Celeron G530 processor for 10 pence. I actually had 20p in my pocket and I thought, yeah, you know what, this is going to be pretty good for a laugh. The G530 is quite an old processor at this point. I believe it originally came out around 2011. It's a 2-core 2-thread processor that wasn't really up to an awful lot when it actually released. And honestly, I can't imagine that has changed now. We're going to be pairing it up with an AMD Radeon 6770 and 8 gigs of DDR3 memory with Windows installed on a Samsung 860 EVO SSD, just to try and prevent more misery, because honestly guys, this is going to be a pretty awful experience all around. We're going to be setting it up, testing some games on it, nothing new, but certainly older games will give a go. The processor was okay for everyday use when it originally launched, but it wasn't really a gaming processor. I had to buy a motherboard for this, so I ended up just buying a basic Dell motherboard, an OEM Dell motherboard I can simply put on the bench board to test. And that's been a nightmare, of its own, because it was quite difficult to actually get past all of the features that this motherboard has to actually reinstall Windows again. So it's already been quite a journey, honestly. I do have an Intel Core i5-2400 also on order, which this motherboard does support. So to get some decent performance, first we're going to have to suffer. But yeah, it's going to be really interesting. If this sounds like a kind of thing that interests you, please consider subscribing. And until the Celeron G530 video comes out, take care guys. Bye bye.